So here is a cold start of this truck. There's snow on the ground. It's probably just above 30, give or take. Gotta wait for the weight to start. Here's a little bit of the interior while we wait. Here we go. So it fires right up. These lights come on and then they go right back off. The only light is the seat belt, which I'll put on. So there are no lights. It's got 147.61 at the time of recording. I'm gonna let it warm up for a bit and then we can go on a test drive. I guess I'll show you the engine bay for the time being. So there's blow by cold. It's not even moving the cap. So I've let the truck warm up and put the phone on a stabilizer, but here's a walk around of it now. It's a little bit dirty. You can see the bed is slightly dented. Those can be pulled out. Here's the back. It's got a bed liner. This side is good. This is just ice. The paint's in good shape. The underside is clean. There's the exhaust, here's the interior. Doors are good. Down here is good. Rear seats are in great shape. A little ice brush. I need to vacuum, but otherwise it's in good shape. The steering wheel shows very minimal signs of wear. It's a little bit dirty, obviously. Same with this. This isn't ripped. It functions like it should. It goes up no rips or cracks. And then the dash is cracked, as you can see here and back there as well. The dash is not perfect. However, I do have a not a brand new one, one that was taken out of a truck with an uncracked dash that can be included. I've just never gotten around to installing it because it doesn't really matter to me. Looking at this again, all of this is in good shape, a little bit dirty, but that's about it. The truck goes into four-wheel as it should. It has four-wheel drive, and there's the second switch for it. The cup holders work as they should. The glove box works as it should. And we can go on the test drive. Oh, and really quickly, just wanted to show you these doors work as well. Both work, no problem. Now we're going for the test drive, so throw it into drive. Well, we'll throw it in reverse, so it backs up fine. The wheel's slightly turned, but it goes into forward as well, obviously. No problem. Right now, none of the heat or air is on, but we're gonna turn that on. It works. Once it gets warm, it'll be very hot, as it should be. Really the only driving issue with it is typical second gen sloppy steering, and then the steering wheel is off, A, because of bushings that are attributing to the sloppy steering, and then B, with the aftermarket wheels as opposed to the stock set, it's not aligned completely correctly. Right now we're on a kind of rough and bumpy country road, but once I get on the main road, then I can show you what it drives like going completely straight. But as you can see, it's not going all over. It's just a little bit loose, as you'd expect from an old truck. All of the signals work. I'm signaling left right now. And I'll take the camera. There's no sort of slipping or anything like that. I'll pass the camera back so that we can pass this semi who's in the middle of the road. Anyway, it's obviously controllable enough, even despite the angled steering wheel, that I don't mind passing semi on a tight road. So that's good. And again, if you got new bushings, or I guess and then took it to an alignment shop or a tire shop with whatever set of wheels and tires you decided you wanted to end up with, then they would be able to correct all of that, and it really wouldn't have any problems. We're coming up to a stop right now, so I'll hit the brakes. The brakes are nice and tight as well. It stops well. It doesn't pull in either direction when I hit the brakes. And I guess I'll do a little acceleration, nothing crazy, but I'll take the camera back and just show how it drives coming from a stop, so there's no traffic in either direction. In terms of shifting and driving, it is in really good shape. And there's overdrive. So we're cruising at around 60, give or take, with the wheels at just over 1500. And it's driving down the road just fine. Now we're gonna hop on the main road at this stop sign, and I can again show you that it drives straight despite the steering wheel being a little bit off, kind of severely off. Anyway, here's a pretty substantial brake test. Here comes the stop sign. I'll kind of hit the brakes pretty hard, and we slowed down very quick. Nobody behind us, so that's good. And again, the right signal works. All of the electrical's good. And this is a bit harder of an acceleration. And you can see, despite having more throttle put down, now that it's warm, there's still no slipping in the trans or any weird noises, anything like that. It goes well at speed, going above 60 at this point, and it's doing well. I'll give you the camera back. And you can see it's not taking me all over the road. It does fine, like I said, at interstate speeds or anything else. It's driving straight, no hands on the wheel, but it's just crooked. Again, that's not something I've addressed because I swap out between different sets of wheels that I personally have, and I've not felt it necessary in the same way that I've not felt it necessary to replace the dash, although that's something that someone may want. And I guess we'll just head over to this parking lot. Throw it into neutral, put it in 4 low so it's the most dramatic, and you can see it's jumping and bucking, and 4-wheel drive engages as it should. Hopefully you can see that, see the motion and the movement, but I don't want to keep driving in 4 low, so we will throw it back in 2. And get headed back. It engages and disengages in and out of 4-wheel drive just fine. So all around a really good truck, with nothing really even needing to be done. The only thing that could stand to be done are front end bushings, and then getting the steering wheel sorted. And if you want to put the new dash that's uncracked back in, I don't mind with the dash cover. I also have one of those glue-on dash covers. It really doesn't bother me. So I think that's it for the video. Really quickly before you go, now that we're warmed up, I'll show you the vitals, all of the gauges, the temperature, the voltage, oil pressure, and all of that. Everything is good. It could go for some more fuel. But all of these work. Oh, do you want to hold this really quick? The radio works as well. There we go. As do all of the speakers. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to either comment them down below in this video, send me a text at the number on the eBay ad, or drop one of the questions in the question section for the eBay ad. I'm happy to answer anything. I'm an open book, and if you're interested in getting a PPI done, having it taken to an independent shop or a dealership, I'm completely open to that as well. They can go through everything, especially if you're an out-of-state buyer. I'm totally okay with that. Trying to be as transparent as possible with the sale of this. So I think that's it.